Hey, it's Tetsuo. This looks like it's going to be an exciting matchup. Now that we got all the technical hoopla out of the way, we got a very exciting matchup with the 12-seeded Ladob against the 21-seed Joey Mittens here. This one, I think, will be exciting.
Absolutely, yeah. I think this one will go the distance. And yeah, the winner of this one is going to be facing off against the number 5 seed Aquas. I can't help but shake a little bit saying that name just because of how intimidatingly amazing he is at this run. So, um, whoever wins, they're going to have a task on their hands.
Absolutely. Yeah, these two. What lies ahead, though, is for the winner. And this is a vodcast. So, to explain, the games have already been played, and we have the video footage, but now we're broadcasting them together with the help of our very own Mr. Dino. Mr. Dino, thank you for all of the hard work that you do and all of these technical difficulties that go on. And so, Mr. Dino is sending the videos off, and here we go. It's a round one matchup between Ladob and Joey Mittens.
Yep, the round ones are starting to fade away here. Got two other round ones, but let's focus on this one. Joey Mittens is going for the orb manip. I knew Joey Mittens was working on the orb manip, so let's just see how effective it is. Obviously, I would like to see it be effective. Looks like Ladob is also going for the orb manip.
Yes, Joey Mittens has abandoned the orb manipulation. Ladob going for the 41-second manipulation. And it looks like these timers will get out maybe a slight hole shot for Joey. A high 40 versus a mid 41 for Ladob. So Ladob going for the last year's manip that I performed, the 41 second. He should have 2 or 3 people come out of the right door. He does. He's gonna wait, and there's his orb. So a successful manipulation for Ladob. Joey Mittens has an invulnerability and is working the room to the best of his ability.
Yep, at this point, you just want to chase drops. He's controlling center. That's not bad. You know, that's definitely fine. But you definitely want to see that orb sooner than later.
Absolutely. And Joey Mittens is still working the rule. Ladob finishing up and will get out at a 121, maybe a high 80-second room. Heads into Eat My Shrapnel. Joey Mittens gets a spreader and will finish this up and be out at a 130-ish or so. Mr. Shrapnel, eat my shrapnel, excuse me. 18 Mr. Shrapnel that you need to take out. No more than 4 can be on the screen at any given point. You have to take out all 18 and the swarmers to clear this room. Joey gets an orb. It looks like this will be an even race, Tetsuo.
Yeah, it's looking like the equal opportunities here. Ladob's finishing up Shrapnel at a 204, given that he had like an immense lead in the beginning. But yeah, Joey Mittens will be cleaning up this room soon. I imagine it's going to be like a 10-second deficit.
Working into total carnage here. Ladob working the center with that orb. Joey Mittens picks up a nuke and is now holding the center on his own. Gets a spreader, which will help out some.
Yeah, it looks like the drops are favoring Joey for sure in this room, so he's gonna start closing in on that deficit.
Yes, Ladob getting nothing useful. Grenades and empty drops the like. Joey Mittens is also working the center. Gets another spreader, which will help out. Ladob still working at center. Decides to ignore that spreader. A strong decision. I think it's a little out of the way. And, ooh, grenades on the feet. A little sabotage there, ruining his firing lanes. But Ladob still will have this lead, leaving into the bonus room.
Yep, a 308 for Ladob. And then Joey, it looks like Joey lost his orb. He's managing to clean up here at a 317. But he's going to be in tank trouble without the orb, which will make it more troublesome.
Tank trouble, the hardest room in this speed run. Always gets the best of any and all players. No one can escape his grasp. Let's see how Ladob handles tank trouble to start with a dude.
He's going for that right turret. He's trying to manage the lanes while doing that. Sometimes you get forced into a corner if you're not too, if you. Oh, and then he gets sniped.
Got cornered absolutely to the brink. Gets picked off. Joey
Joey
Mittens
with the
grabbing
orb.
orb and dancing. Nice movement, is in the corner but has the orb intact. Ladob has a razor shield and is trying to hold the center, pick up anything that he can. Joey Mittens takes out the second gunner, so looking really good right now for Joey.
And Ladob, he got a recovery as well. He also had rockets. He was doing a pretty good job with the single rockets, and then managed to get that backup orb.
Yes, and Ladob will finish this room first. Joey loses the orb. I think it's toward the end of the room, but Ladob in there with around a 4:30 time. Joey still trying to clear up this room, is just about done. And he'll get in with a 4:44. Here we go. It's the Mutoid Man fight.
Yep, Joey is behind by about 14 seconds, but the Mutoid Man covers a lot of ground in terms of time saves, so we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, and Joey gets run over by the Swirl and his weapon drop run over by Mutoid. A double whammy in the worst way possible. Meanwhile, the arm pops up for Ladob and takes out the gunners. Nice grab, not getting run over by Mutoid. Joey going to work with rockets, but he gets a spreader.
Spreader. And Mutoid Man lines up and actually moved towards him.
Mutoid, and another spreader is there. He is opted for the manual. It can be hard. Oh, and then Mutoid said nope, 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 and runs you over. Mutoid doing Mutoid Man things. Grenades for both. About a half-form lead currently for Ladob as he gets run over.
I was thinking maybe he'd get the Telio, but he did not. What we mean by the Telio is when you take a deliberate death. Well, that wasn't deliberate, but if you take a death and then you get the spreader with the invulnerability, that way you could shove the barrel into Mutoid Man to get the exponential damage.
And Ladob gets squeezed between Mutoid and a Mr. Shrapnel. Not a place you want to be, but chest popped off for both. Now the head popped off for Joey Mittens. He has taken the lead in this, but it's going to be very, very close. Ooh, dodges some fire. Then Ladob from that laser. Joey tried to work manuals with this spreader.
Yeah, the Shrapnel were being trolls to him. He did a pretty good job, though. He got close to half a clip of manuals, it looks like. But he did have to dance around the Shrapnel a little bit. Ladob here, he has to do bank shots with the lobbers, which, can be a challenge to effectively land those lobber shots.
And we have Final Four for both, I think, like a 4-frame lead for Joey.
Ladob takes a death at the worst time.
Joey Mittens takes a death, but he gets a web. He gets rockets, lobbers for Ladob. Spreader drop, grenade drop. They're waiting. Joey picks up the spreader. It's gonna be close. Joey Mittens.
Joey takes it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look how close that was. Ooh, wow. Ooh.
That was, I didn't expect that. I really didn't. But why do you expect anything while watching or playing this game, J-Pop?
Expect the unexpected. A 709 to a 712. A 3-second difference. Oh my goodness. Do we have to start the warm towel joke all over again for those who didn't see the last match? Because I may actually need that.
Yep, yeah, everyone wash your face, because we know that was really intense, with some cold water. Splash your face and then come back. And we're going to go ahead and get this next match in the series started here. 1-0 for Joey Mittens in this best of 5.
You absolutely said it, Tetsuo. I mean, these matches are hot. They are fire. And we will see what Game 2 brings us from Joey Mittens and Ladob. Both beginning with the orb manipulation. Ladob did get the orb manipulation while Joey Mittens did miss it. I wonder how Game 2 is going to go for both of them.
Yeah, exactly. The Arena 1 play, sets the tempo in a lot of ways here. Now with the orb manip, and then the lane work with the room after that. You could get like a whole shot, and you just never know. With you could, by the skin of your teeth, uh, win or lose.
Yep, absolutely. Joey Mittens was a little slow in one of the transition shots, so he abandoned the manipulation. And Ladob looks like he has the manipulation. It's the 41, and we'll get out at the 41 and a half. Joey Mittens at around a 42, so just a half-second difference. Let's see if Ladob did get that or manipulation.
And
He
he did.
does.
He intentionally stays still there for a moment, to not kill any of the enemies, because like everything's really telegraphed with that setup. So yeah, Ladob has the orb, coasting with the rocket. That'll shave a lot of time.
Yep, Ladob looking good. Joey Mittens working with grenades right now, scrambling, looking for that drop, and is doing a pretty good job because he also has the feet as Ladob gets out at a sizzling 120, a very good pace.
Yeah, absolutely. Joey here, he's wrapping up Arena 1 here. He's going to be exiting at a 130. So he's going to want to see that orb in this room. Plenty of opportunity to get one, but at the hands of the RNG.
RNG, the great beholder of us in any and all games, it seems. We just have to pray to it and and wish it more than anything else, it seems.
Yeah, and Ladob, this is also, like as J-Pop said, like the side scroller of the run. Took care of the shrapnel, and 203 into total carnage. Joey's getting a rocket. That's not bad, but really, if you don't have the orb, it's going to be a pain in total carnage, and deficits are created between the runners because of that.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Tetsuo. This is the room where being orb or orbless really starts to set you apart. Joey starting the room with rockets, but is now waiting, gets another rocket drop. Does he see it? Does he want to get it? Yes, he does.
Yep, and the lane work is much easier with the single rocket, so more effective, actually, if you get, land your shots correctly, which Joey's doing a good job, and then he gets the orb in the center.
Great pickup by Joey. Using the rockets to full effectiveness, you get more use out of them, usually with single shots, than with the orb, but picking up the orb afterwards. So we'll see how much of a time difference it will be with these two going into the bonus room.
All right, a 308 for Ladob into a secret, and then Joey should be wrapping up this room very shortly here. You'll just see the 2 shrapnel down there. And then the shrapnel popped. That's not really gonna factor in anything into any time loss or anything.
Yes, wasn't that hindersome. Ladob still holding the lead, has an orb, neither with a weapon going into tank trouble, but this is the biggest swing room. Let's see how these two players handle it. Ladob takes out the right gunner, taking out one gunner as quickly as possible. Makes it much easier to handle the room with one gunner at least now.
Yeah, he opted to take the nuke there because it's easier to manage that turret. So he got that out of the way, and now it's all about coasting in the center. Joey, he's deviating to the bottom left. Not a bad play. It is safer. You do lose more time, but then again, you want to hold on to that orb at all costs. So.
Yes, exactly. It is safer than the more aggressive stay in the center strat, but having an orb to not having an orb is a big difference in this room no matter where you are. Ladob gets a spreader and razor shield, so he should be good finishing up this room. With a 426 into Mutoid, Joey Mittens still fighting, but he still has that orb, so he's doing a great job. A little bit of dancing, and is going through bullets and shrapnel. Nice plays, Joey.
Yeah, very nice control. I would have panicked. I would have thrown my controller, but Joey didn't do that. It's a tournament match. He did lose the orb. He leaped it.
Oh my goodness, and he's laughing about it.
I mean, you have to laugh about these things. Otherwise you'll have a really rough time with this game if you can't laugh at yourself sometimes.
Absolutely. Ladob working on these manuals will not get that other spreader. Joey Mittens starting the fight with lobbers. And right now Ladob has one arm popped off. So maybe just a form and a half ahead. We'll see. First arm goes for Joey, so it's a little less than a form. A key for Ladob. Please, game, don't do this.
The
Don't make
dead
me
drop.
say it.
Okay, grenades for Joey. Not the worst weapon from Mutoid, but he's gonna want to see spreaders for sure. Lobbers also are good. If you get consistent lobbers, I would say you could get a really good fight in. And then yeah, lobbers for. Oh, he's doing manuals with the spreader on Ladob's side, and he
Yes.
barely missed that laser.
Yeah, very good, Josh. Getting that pickup, doing the manuals, trying to maximize everything. Oh, and Mutoid Man said, no way. JoeyMittens gets a spread at a little bit of invulnerability and then gets vibrated.
Oh, he might be
But
able
this,
to grab this,
he
J-Pop.
might be able to. He gets it. We call
Wow.
it a teleo if it's successful. If not, it was just
And
unlucky.
invulnerability!
Oh my goodness! JoeyMittens is going to get transfer damage. How much transfer damage? He got plenty. Ladob working mouse. He gets another spreader. Ladob, as long as it's not sat on, may get this.
Yep, he got the lobber at the perfect time, and he wraps it up. What a Mutoid Man fight for Joey.
What a Mutoid fight. And Ladob, oh my goodness, has a spreader, got the transfer damage, and again, a 635. But look at the difference between these two.
Now, even though we know the mishap with Joey, no need repeating, right? But he still hung in there. He had a fantastic Mutoid Man fight, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Absolutely. Sometimes, when things are going well, they're going well, but it's how you deal with it after a misstep, literally and figuratively, that goes on in a race. And JoeyMittens kept it together, got the spreaders, did the work against Mutoid, and is now up 2-0 in this best of 5.
That's correct. And so this is match point for Joey. Ladob, he didn't do anything wrong with Mutoid, really. He fought, he did what he could with what he was given. He just wasn't given enough. So Ladob needs to remind himself of that he needs to maintain composure, play his game, and he may be able to get that one.
Yes, Ladob of the past that has already recorded this video, believe in yourself, because I agree with you, Tetsuo. He has done nothing wrong. He has gotten the orb manipulation twice in this, and has worked well with the orb. The Mutoid Man fights, though, from both players have been outstanding. JoeyMittens has just barely been able to squeak ahead both times. This could go either way at any point. It's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. These swings today in these series, it's uh I'll be back. I need to get a warm towel here. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm loving this so far, J-Pop.
Oh, me too. These matches today have been on point. They have been exciting. They've been back and forth. And, well, let's see. Ladob, can he pull off the reverse sweep and come back and at least get this to a game 4? Or will JoeyMittens take the third game and sweep Ladob and move on to round 2 of the Super Smash TV tournament, the 9th annual one here on GG Speedruns. Here we go.
Sneaking up the time there, and then we're going to see the Arena 1 play. Both are going for the orb manips. Joey's going for the 39.7, I believe, and Ladob with the 41.
Yes, Ladob missed. He fired one too many shots early on, so has currently abandoned it. And Joey is working. You are correct. He is working on that 39, and it looks like he got it. He will also have the hole shot. JoeyMittens will need to complete the manipulation by shooting south and clearing the grunts before they get too deep into the arena. Ladob will do his best to be looking for an orb. Let's see.
Okay, and on the feet for Joey, just as telegraphed by the orb manip. You love to see it. And Ladob, in the meanwhile, got a nuke, and he's getting a feat. He's getting the business here in Arena 1, unfortunately. Rockets, though, that is actually really good. He could manage the lanes very effectively with the single shots.
Yes, you can. Rockets without an orb will last longer because you are not shooting 2 at a time, and rockets pierce through the entire group, so they are the most effective in the arena. Joey getting into Eat My Shrapnel at a 121. Ladob not too far back with a 126. Ooh, look at that. Nice, tight play by Joey to not lose the orb.
Yes,
And
it's close calls there.
close calls, but these runners know how to navigate and handle the pressure. They have been showing it all game. Even when things happen, they keep their nose to the grind and go. So Ladob still looking for an orb. Gonna pray to the RNG luck factor, see if it comes out. Joey handling the Mr. Shrapnels should be fine to finish up this room. He's
Yeah,
out
and
by
Ladob, you know, he still no orb, but he did a very fine job in Eat My Shrapnel without the orb. He was still able to get out of there at like the, you know, the expected time that, you know, we want to see.
Yeah, very good by Ladob. It can be hard to get out in the ideal time with just a peace shooter, so that is great in and of itself. But as you stated before, Tetsuo, the longer you go without that orb, starting here in Total Carnage, the more that lead grows. And Joey working the middle with the orb and rockets, and is just putting the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, and looks like Ladob got the orb. He also gets a complimentary rocket with it, so he's gonna be able to shred through these lanes. He's gonna have a deficit though. Joey's getting out of there at a 3 flat, which is very good.
Very good job from JoeyMittens. 3 flat is a hot time. Ladob mitigating, not having, almost lost that orb there, but is able to hold on and is finishing up the room now. So it'd be about a 20-second difference between the two as Joey's now going into tank trouble.
And so with tank trouble, Joey's gonna go for probably the left turret. Gets a rocket right next to him, which is perfect. It's able to easily take care of these turrets here and then maintain center as much as he can.
Yeah, nice play by Joey. Having the patience, not running into the bullets to grab those rockets. Was able to deal that room nicely. Gets another set of rockets and is controlling very nicely. Ladob opens with a dude, so not much doing there. Oh, Joey gets hit by the tank. We will see. It's tank trouble business going on.
But hey, Joey's fighting back with the single rockets, and he gets a razor. Not terrible, but you still hate to see the orb drop there. But still, Joey could maintain this this lead here.
Yes, he has. Ladob is still fighting with that orb, doing great, but has been in the corner for most of this room, so not being as effective as you could ideally want. Joey into the Mutor Man fight. Ladob trying to finish it up. He has a little bit of spreader. What will Joey decide to do? He decides to pick up the lobbers and take out the gunners. Nice safe play there. I totally agree with this.
Yeah, no, I like that. He had like maybe like he definitely had less than half of a clip. Getting rid of those turrets will help a lot. So it looks like Ladob entered at about a 4:45, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he's about 25, maybe 30 seconds behind here, but we'll see what type of drops that he's given.
We shall see. It's an opening. The
Spreader opportunity.
Spreader opportunity. There was a lot that happened, but the spread is the only thing that matters right now. He's going to get lots of bonus damage. Joey working with the lobbers. One arm popped off for Ladob. He's trying from Mouse. Gets 2 arms popped off.
Both arms are gone for Ladob. Takes a death. Let's see what happens. What kind of drop are you getting? Not
Grenades. Grenades. There's the spreader. Not quite, game. Why you teasing our players like that? Joey working with lobbers, has the ribcage exposed, is in the lead.
And then vulnerability after the death with the
goodness.
spreader. Insult to injury, J-Pop.
Oh no, it's like here's your spreader a little late, and here's the thing that you need, but you never saw it. And oh, Joey, he got hit by a shrapnel, but is he gonna get it? He does!
Nick of time.
And he's gonna get full transfer damage on this one. Transfers to the lobbers.
On the feet, the lobbers, and that's it.
And that is it, but look at Ladob right here. He's gonna get these lobbers. He's gonna get transfer damage as well. Oh my goodness, JoeyMittens has won the match with a 6-12. I think it's a high 6-12 on that one. And Ladob is so close. Look, and there it is. Oh my goodness, Tetsuo.
It's
I
just
mean,
that was the tragic thing was with Ladob, and he was doing the manuals. Now he did nothing wrong, right? The manuals, they're risky. Like you have a chance of like you Toy Man shaking a little bit and then taking you out. Now if the shake didn't happen, or if he didn't take that death there, he would have had a spreader with like over half a clip, I think, and invulnerability. So it could have gone either way.
absolutely. One little change of step here or there could have changed everything. And well, GG's to both of our runners, Ladob and Joey Mittens. And I gotta say, Joey Mittens is going to be taking on the number 5 seed Aquas. But if Joey can play some exciting games like that and Mutoid fight, you know, Joey Mittens, I could see putting up a show coming up the next round.